Hi ladies, Christina from TaylorMade Mama here, and I am checking in with you this week. We are officially now 2 months into or through with the Shakely's Inspiration Inch Loss program, and we wanted to talk today, give you guys a little update, let you know how things are going, and maybe do a little talking about my weight loss journey in general. First of all, let's just say I am down a total of about 11 pounds in 2 months. It's not where I'd love to be, but it's definitely a great start and a move in the right direction. Um, I have found myself really enjoying going to the gym despite the fact that I've had a couple of bouts with illness. I had strep throat last week, which definitely knocked me down a little bit. But other than that, it's really going pretty well. I'm starting to really get used to the routine, drinking the shakes, eating the bars. I have to say that I love the bars more than the shakes, which is not necessarily a good thing because I tend to go through my boxes really quickly. But having said that, I'm still drinking my shakes twice a day or eating a bar and a shake twice a day, whatever happens to fit my schedule. I wanted to talk to you guys a little bit about my weight loss journey over the past few years in general. When I met my husband, I weighed 135 pounds. That was a little over 11 years ago. When I started this program, I was at 191 pounds. At the heaviest I've ever been, I was miserable, I hated it, and I was definitely not happy. Since through that time, I've kind of had a little bit of a yo-yo up and down, back and forth with my weight. After my first was born in 2005, I lost some of the weight I had gained while I was pregnant with him, but not all of it, and then shortly thereafter became pregnant with my second. And of course, added, another 15 pounds to the weight that I already hadn't lost. Shortly after my second was born, I want to say he was about 2 years old, I decided that I needed to do something about my weight, and I had joined Weight Watchers at the time, which actually worked out really well for me. I was down almost 30 pounds, and ended up having to stop just because of financial reasons, not being able to afford the monthly meetings or the weekly thing. And the problem with me is I really need someone to hold me accountable. If I'm not being held accountable, I don't do it. For whatever reason, myself being accountable just isn't enough for me. So that was why I think those meetings really worked well for me, and why I think that this program is working well for me too. I have the great support of 43 other bloggers, plus the support system behind Cinch and Shakely and everybody there, as well as all of you who read my blog every week and who follow up with what I'm doing and keep track and are really there to support me, and I appreciate that so much. After I actually managed to keep off the weight that I lost with my second child up until I got pregnant with my third. I gained about 30 pounds again when I was pregnant with him, and had actually lost all of it by the time he was 8 months old. I was down to below pre-pregnancy weight with him when he was 9 months old. And then we stopped breastfeeding, and I continued to eat like I was still feeding another person on a regular basis, and that weight very quickly came right back up to where it is now. And before I knew it, I was at my heaviest again, coming close to pushing 200 pounds. And when you're only 5'5", that weight shows. As much as I might think it doesn't, it really does show. And I hated looking at myself in the mirror. I hated looking at pictures of myself. I think I don't know how many pictures I haven't taken with my kids just because I didn't like the way I looked in the pictures. So I'm really feeling better about myself. I'm more confident. I'm more energized. I have the energy to play with my kids every day and just enjoy being around them and spending time with them. And even though it's only 11 pounds in about 8 weeks, like I said, it's a great start, and it's definitely a move in the right direction, and it's got me being healthier for myself and for my kids and for everyone else. You can read more about my story at taylormademama.com, and I hope you guys will continue to support me and continue to follow up on how I'm doing.